So I'm just coming outside to put the chickens to bed, and I found something. Now I can't remember where it is. Oh no, where is it? Oh, it's here. Look at this. My first ever aubergine. I have never grown aubergines successfully before. But look, there is one. There is an eggplant growing. Finally. All the flowers up until now have fallen off. This is the first one. It doesn't mean, of course, it's going to ripen and survive, but in the British temperate climate outside, I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to keep a watch on it now, make sure it doesn't die. Now, I was a little bit worried that I had killed this palm. Now, as you can see, it doesn't look great. It's got all of these dead bits. And then last autumn it was really mild, and it was still growing, and it sent out all of these shoots. And then it froze, and everything died, and they all died off, and I thought, oh crikey. And it has shown no growth since, and I really just thought, it's a goner. These are slowly going to die off, and it will just be dead. However, I was just looking. Look! Leaves! So this is really exciting. I'm really excited. So I'm not gonna cut these off until these new leaves have come out, but I'm glad that this has survived, particularly because it's actually Sard's, not mine. And I was the one to almost kill his own plant. So looks like we have a recovery. So let's talk about Barry. When I first got Barry, he was pure white, perfect breeding silky boy. Oh dear. Look what's happened to Barry. Now that is called leakage. So it means that he's got some orange gene, and unfortunately, as you can see from his daughter, they have all got leakage. Which basically, Barry, don't attack me. Which basically means that I cannot use Barry for breeding anymore, and I cannot use any of the girls for breeding because they all carry the leakage gene. Now this is not very good news for Barry, because while I can put the girls into my layers flock and not breed from them, Barry kind of has no purpose anymore here. So Barry's days might be numbered, sadly. So the great thing about this time of year is that seeds come up really fast. So I planted turnips 7 days ago. So these 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, are this blue top Milan, and then these 3 rows are Snowball. Now you can see Snowball hasn't come up quite as well. This is a row here, there should be another row here, and then there's another row here. They're a little bit sporadic, I might have to put some more in, but these seeds should actually take 14 to 21 days, and they've come up in a week. So I'll give them a little bit longer. These ones have obviously done really well, so they need to be pricked out. But it's good that these crops, because they're fairly fast turnaround, a couple of months, and the fact that they've germinated so quickly is really great. Well, you might have remembered that last week I was really excited because I found an eggplant. Well, this is it, it's still alive, but it's not the only one. So there is another growing in here. Another, you can just see the start of it in here. And then my plants over here, which are, these are actually the younger plants that I only seeded in March. Look at that! And there's a ton more flowers. So I might have finally cracked growing eggplants. Just having another look. So most of these are all still to flower, but look at this beauty. So eggplants, and we've got all these peppers coming. I need to start picking these peppers, look. I'm really impressed with myself, even if I do say so. So yeah, eggplants and peppers galore. Well, today is a little bit different. We are not at home on the smallholding. We are at the farm, so the future for smallholding. We're camping. It was awful weather last night. It poured, and then we had a massive storm, and every single guy rope was off this morning. So I think it was only me, Sard, and the dogs keeping the tent in place. I am just having a cup of tea, reading some Smallholding magazines. I've got my binoculars, one of the dogs over there, and I'm just chilling out in this little tiny corner of the farm. I mean, this is a minuscule part of it. The pit is over there, and I'm just doing a little bit of a bug hunt. I've been discovering some new bugs and wildlife that we've got on the farm, so I can add them to our diversity list. And I don't want to go home, guys. I want to stay here forever. But alas, there's this thing called work. Shh, don't tell us hard. Look. So I'm putting eggs in today. I've got the silkie eggs, which I'm going to be putting in because if you saw my videos about the colour leakage on Barry, everybody loved it. So I'm now going to be breeding that colour to try and establish it as a colour. So I've got a load more eggs because I need to get a ton of pullets so that I can pick from them who to breed, what characteristics I want for the colour, and then I can breed them next year. So this is my first generation, so I need to get some in the incubators now. I've also got a ton of quail eggs. I did want to do some more meat birds, some Ixworth, but the Ixworth hatching eggs sell really, really well as hatching eggs. So rather than put those in, I'm going to put a ton of quail in because they're small, they're easy to cull, they grow really quickly, so they're going in the incubator as well. And if I've got any room, a few Danvers.